with me, Teresa. Hi, Teresa.
Welcome back to Voices of Courage Asia. This is
Yeah,
Lilian.
I think it's the volume.
Hi,
Hi.
Lilian. Good,
Hi,
good
Teresa.
afternoon to you. I'm so happy and so excited to be here this afternoon with you on live.
Yes. By the way, if those of you who do not know Teresa, she's not only our community leader with Women of Courage Asia, but she is actually also a director of a steel distribution company, right? And you are in charge of the Asia Pacific or Southeast Asia. What is the area that you are in charge of for this particular company?
Um, I'm in charge of overseeing the business in the region of Southeast Asia.
Southeast
So,
Asia.
yeah, we are a UK company and I'm helping on the business over here in Southeast Asia.
Wow. So how long have you been in this steel distribution industry?
I've been working since the first day after graduation. Not the same company, but yeah, it has been in the same industry for the last 16 years.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you have really a wealth of experience and knowledge in the steel industry, right? Wow.
Yes,
That,
yes. Never thought of to be in this industry. Always think of I'm more towards design arts, but yeah, I'm here
what
for
did you just out of curiosity? What did you study? Did you study? I mean, anything business related or
no,
what?
not at all. What I studied wasn't related at all. I studied applied chemistry. At that time also, I thought I'm a science student and yeah, I want to, science student would get a better pay job at that time, that thinking. And who knows, after graduation, I thought either be a QC or working in the laboratory or working in the, or can be the science teacher, chemistry teacher. I thought it's too boring. I want something more challenging. So at that time,
Uh-huh.
I applied every job that I could
Mm.
except uh, laboratory work and teaching work.
Wow. And this is the first, I mean, in the steel industry was the first uh, job that you got into, and the rest is history.
Yes.
Wow, wow. And before we go into the reflections about the Transform with Courage Bootcamp, uh, we would like to actually get to know a little bit more about you. Yeah, so I know you are a mother of two. So how old are your kids now?
I have a boy.
Mm,
Elder one is 11, and the daughter is now 6 years old. So K2
6.
this year.
So 1K2 and 11 is
Another
P5.
P5.
It's P5. Okay. So are you one of the moms so that are very kanchong about the academic kind?
Not me, my husband. Luckily, not me. So my husband is more academically inclined compared to
Mm,
myself. But I always think that as a student we should be responsible for our own study. So when I was young, I do not need my mom or my parents to be worried about our studies.
mhm. Oh, so very independent, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
very much independent and
yeah. And
self driven as well.
when I see that I'm not catching up, I will request for tuition. I will say, Mom, I need to be tuition on this particular subject. And all my mom is just to pay the tuition fees.
Well, at least you will ask. You will ask for tuition, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think most, I mean, a lot of the parents that I know, they will like tuition is part and parcel of the program for their children. If it's not tuition, then it will be enrichment programs. That's in Singapore, yeah. I know you. When did you arrive in Singapore? By the way, yeah, Teresa, you're not born here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I
want
was
to.
born and grown up in KL. I came to Singapore when I was 18 years old. I came here for study.
Right. Hi, Karen. Karen,
Hi,
say
Karen.
hi. Thanks for supporting Teresa. Right. So, wow. So you actually went through the education system in Singapore, more or less, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I wasn't so used to this
Mm.
Singapore culture when I first arrived. Yeah, but now I'm a Singaporean now.
So you're very localized. Yeah. Hardcore Singaporean now, right? Right. So besides being a mom, what else? Share with us a little bit more about yourself. Like, what is your interest? Your hobbies, and what are you passionate about in life? Yeah.
I love stories. I love motivational stories. I spend a lot of times if I'm not doing anything, I will probably on YouTube listen to some of the stories. I love to connect with people, especially people who have stories. I don't mind sharing that vulnerable stories with other people as well.
Mm.
And I love piano. I learned piano. I completed until grade 8, and I
Wow.
learned it because I don't know why, but I just very much addicted to that piano, and I love songs. I'm not very musically talented or inclined. I couldn't um, play by ears or have that perfect pitch, but really love that the mood. Whenever I'm in the mood, then I will go to the piano.
Wow. So when did you learn to play the piano?
I started when I was 7 together with my sister, elder sister. My elder sister was just 1 year older than me. So both
Mm.
of us learned and completed until grade 8. Of course, she further after that. I did not, so I stopped at grade 8.
Wow. I mean, that is a milestone, right? That's a milestone. Do you still play the piano nowadays?
Yes, I still play. I used to serve in the church ministry as accompanist in a small church where I'm in the Chinese service.
Mm.
Yeah, most of the people, they are uncles, aunties. So they need a lot of people to come and serve in the ministry. So I was always the accompanist and always the very kanchong one, like, oh, because we together with the worship team, and that was the period that I learned a lot. I learned from seeing the notes to learning to see the chords. Yeah.
Ah, wow. Okay. I mean, I always respect and admire the musicians. They are very good with all these musical, and sometimes I can't even really catch the what you call that, the melody or the pitch or the whatever terminology you name it. Yeah, but I just enjoy the song, enjoy the music, and I think everyone is gifted in different ways. Yeah, so you at least for you have the ability to actually play a song when as and when you like it, right? I think that's something that is very valuable, and you can actually use that, like you said, you use your this gift to serve in the community, in the church. So that's really wonderful. Yeah. Besides playing the piano, listening to stories, what else do you do?
I love cooking as well. I love,
Cooking. Okay.
yeah, love to cook for the family, for my family. Where there are a period of time when I was not working. I was a full-time stay-at-home mom. So every day I enjoy, okay, think about what to cook for today for the family. And I always try and challenge myself to cook for try a new recipe for the
Right.
family. So,
So
and
it's
I
usually, do you have a favorite type of food?
dish.
Yeah.
Usually it's according to the feedback from my son and my husband. So they prefer Chinese food. For
Chinese.
example, my son, he loves stew, braised pork, or all this pork belly. So I will then improve from there. I will check with my mom, or I will check, through YouTube how to cook, how to improve.
Wow. Personally, what is your favorite food? I mean, your son, he likes Chinese food. What about yourself?
I love anything, to be honest. There is nothing that I don't eat. I love spicy food. I love to try different countries, different cuisines.
Mm, yes, yes. Okay, that's nice to know. So at least we know that, for those of us who are friends with Teresa, you want to ask her out. Yeah, she loves spicy food. That's one thing you can take note of.
Yeah, I love mala.
Mala. All right. Okay. Thanks for sharing about yourself. The the fun part of the more private part of you, where we don't usually have that a lot of opportunity to talk about it, right? So thanks for sharing that. And today, I think very specifically for this short and limited time, we want to hear from you, your reflection, during the Transform with Courage bootcamp. uh, can I just check with you what was your reaction when you first heard about boot camp? And also whether you actually, before the boot camp, have you actually invested in yourself in any personal development programs prior to the boot camp?
Not really. I think COVID-19 makes me think a lot. Before
Mm,
that, I was a person that, wake up and see what happens today and react accordingly. I didn't really plan or schedule my day ahead. I didn't really have yearly goal, annual goal, or monthly goal, quarterly goal. I don't have all this. To me, is something that I always feel like, set it for what? What's the point of setting goal if there is no chance to, or I know that I won't able to achieve it? So I always like very chill, very relaxed. I don't set goals at all. um when I come to know Woka, Women of Courage Asia, and then when I know that Woka is organizing this boot camp, I was very excited. I was like, hey, I'm not alone. I can do this together with a community that's supporting each other. And, um, you feel that there is a chance that you can have that breakthrough, because you are not the only one suffering, or not the only one have all these beliefs. So
mm,
at that time, when I know there's this boot camp, the community, the team is organizing, I was very excited, very looking forward to it. Yeah.
mhm. But do you have you? I mean, the word boot camp doesn't scare you off or anything, right? Or
No,
do you have
no.
any preconceived idea of what is a boot camp? What is a personal development boot camp? Transform with courage. Some more. Was there any preconceived idea about that?
To me, it's like changing from caterpillar to butterfly. So it's a very beautiful. So camp is, I mean, we join church camp as well. So camp
Mm,
is coming together, learning together, sharing perspectives. So and to me, is wow, it's a personal me time that I get away from the family, from my children. Not that I don't love them, but yeah, I need me time as well. So, and what's so beautiful together with women who are like-minded together.
mm. So, to zoom in into, I know we have a lot of takeaways and learnings from the boot camp. Let's zoom in into the process of working on your SMART goal, right? Because after the boot camp, we know there's this 3 months period, 3 months support, right, where
Yeah.
you will actually apply your, achieving your SMART goal. So you don't have to share with us, the audience, what is your SMART goal, but rather, what did you learn about yourself through that process of working on your SMART goal? What did you learn about yourself?
When we were asked to set the smart goal, I was thinking, oh shit, like have to set something big. Then wow, then I'm not comfortable. It's like big, then I don't know how to achieve. I feel overwhelmed, and later I realized actually smart goal is just a next step, a breakthrough, a small little breakthrough that you want to go through, that you wish to have in your life, you want to have in your life. So I learned to set bite-sized smart goal. So I realized that actually, most of the times is our own limiting beliefs that keep us um, from achieving, from walking out from our comfort zone. So with the smart goal, again, it's up to us. What is our smart goal? What is the goal that we want to set? What is the goal that we want to achieve for our own, not for other people? And it doesn't need to compare with other people. That person
Mm.
has her own SMART goal that you feel that, wow, it's too overwhelming, but that's fine. That is for that person. So for myself, I set a very practical SMART goal that works for
Mm.
me. So, and I
Mm.
realized that um that switch in the beliefs, that knowing that what does smart goal meant for, then it
Mm.
helps me to, set a step by step journey ahead.
Mm. So do you find yourself, I mean, having the understanding and, you know, you mentioned that you break it down to bite size and then, so that you are able to move a step forward and a step forward. So in this process, besides having that awareness about yourself, that you don't have to be overwhelmed, you don't have to compare, and you can break things down into bite size. What else did you learn about yourself while working on your goals?
One thing I'm working on it is consistency. So setting smart goal is one thing, but then whether you are consistently doing it, that is another thing. So, and there are always we always like very excited, very enthusiastic when we set the goal and we are okay, we are ready to chong. Yeah. But then the consistency, the pain of going through that consistency, the persistence, the perseverance, that is the part that I'm learning as well. I'm also working as well, and I know that I'm not alone. The best is
Mm.
I know that I'm not alone. Regardless of who you are, we always have struggles on our own, and I know that I'm not the only one facing that issue. And
Mm.
with this community support, I know that we can do it. We can break through. We can have that breakthrough.
Right. So before the community, before realizing that, hey, there's actually a community of support, and because of the support, you realize that you're not alone, and you can actually move forward with the encouragement with each other, right? The poking and the nudging and the encouraging and the cheering, right? Uh, before how was it like before and after? Like before, you mentioned you don't really set goals, right?
Yeah.
So your life before that, in achieving, taking actions rather, was, what's the difference? What's the difference now, before and now?
It is a big difference. So
Big
before
difference.
that, it is like I don't really set goal because I do not know whether I can achieve it or not. Then what's the point of setting goal and end up
Mm.
being disappointed by it? But now it's like I know my future is non-negotiable. I know that, yeah, when I know that my future is non-negotiable, then I will do whatever it takes. So like
Mm.
Lilian, you always share, do whatever it takes. So I always ask myself, I feel that, I'm defeated, or I feel that, I'm having that setback. Then how
Mm.
should I get back? How should I stand up again? So do
Mm.
whatever it takes because my future is non-negotiable.
Wow, wow. So it's non-negotiable. Very good. I'm very glad to hear that that you are. So, be, based on that belief system, and um, how's your progress like now for your smart goal?
How's my progress like?
Yeah.
There are times that tired, to be honest. I won't
Mm.
say it's like, oh, every day is the up and up. So there are times that tired, but I think allowing myself to have that room of feeling, of falling, I think it makes me accept myself, and
Mm.
from there get back and stand up again.
Right. Wow. You see, Karen say inspiring. So inspiring, Teresa.
I'm
Yeah.
also very inspired by Karen.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you're seeing each other taking steps, moving forward, right? And it's okay. It's okay when, we're not perfect beings. You are not always on the top, and yeah, there are times where you're tired, there are times you feel discouraged, but the main thing is you get back up, and then you keep going, you keep showing up, right? Like you said, the consistency is includes falling and rising up again, falling and rising up again. That's part of being consistent in that as well. Yeah.
Correct.
Do you find that you have gained more confidence and clarity, or even courage, in addressing issues in your life or challenges in your life compared to in the past? Does yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the last 1.5 year, I see myself progress so much. People around me can also feel that, can also see that. The
Mhm,
change is definitely very apparent.
mhm.
And the confidence level, um, yeah, the mindset, yeah, all this has changed, shifted a lot.
Right. And I know you are leading, a company, right? And so how does that translate or apply in your workplace as well, besides your personal life? How does that show up or evidence in your workplace? The learnings that you gain.
Having that confidence as a leader is very important to have the confidence. Without that confidence, because it just won't able to lead the team, it just won't able to gather or synergize, get everyone that synergy together, synergize together. So
Mm,
a leader with a confidence, I think, is very, very important. And in business world, there is no right and wrong. And
mm,
during this pandemic, every business is trying to shift or to pivot. And when you do not, as a leader, when they do not have the confidence, when I do not have that confidence, I would
mm,
just wait and wait and wait.
mm. So so the increase in confidence does help you in leading your team in company.
Yes, and when I show up with confidence, it also instill that confidence into the team as well.
Into the team as well. So, wow. Okay. So that sounds. You have awareness gain. You have clarity gain. You gain clarity as well as confidence and courage. Right. You are always challenging yourself. I think that's one thing I like. I really like about you is you you are open to challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, I embrace challenge. I embrace challenges. I always I do not know, probably it's just a character of mine. Since young I always I'm actually quite a quiet, a shy person. I always
Mhm.
like love to stand behind people. I do not like to be at the spotlight. But when come to adversity in life, I would just say, yeah, it's okay. Face it and get back up again.
Right. I think that's a fantastic attitude to have, in life because you will always face challenges, and that's I think being a role model for your children. I mean, personally for me, like whenever I think about courage, right, I always ask myself, how do I teach my children courage? How do I even teach them courage? I can't just tell them. You know, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, and the best way is to show them. And therefore to show them we ourselves have to walk the talk, right?
Yeah, correct. So I always teach my I mean, I love to teach my child embrace that challenge, but then how to show them. So I really literally hold their hands and come, let's do it, let's do it. So
Mm.
be it recently, my daughter, she says she wants to be YouTuber, so I just encourage her and do the filming together with her.
Wow. The K your daughter is the one
K
K2, right?
K2, yeah,
Wow. Wow, you start young. Right. So like mommy and that brave and courageous.
yeah.
Yeah. So another thing that would like to find out is, other than the SMART goal, the learnings that you gain about yourself through the working of the SMART goal, what are some of the other takeaways, or one greatest takeaway that if we can sum it all up for you personally? Because everyone, when they go through the boot camp, there's something that is very evident or that impacted them the most. What is yours? What is your greatest takeaway or greatest impact for you from this boot camp?
I think it's to me it's really the shift of mindset of knowing that everything is what we put into our thoughts, our beliefs. So in the past, I didn't aware that I didn't have that awareness. I didn't really know, oh, actually is everything is, is what we tell ourselves, what we have been telling ourselves, how we talk to ourselves. So I think the boot camp has really allowed me to experience it. Not only that 3 days, but even after the boot camp, you see the progress, you see the changes, you have that more awareness picking up, some of the days that you see yourself, the thoughts that you have just pop up, the negative thoughts that you pop up, and you
Mm,
able to catch that negative thoughts. Yeah, so for me, the biggest takeaway in the boot camp is knowing that um it's all about our mindset. So what what is the story that we have been telling ourselves, and what is
mm,
the story we want to tell ourselves moving forward?
mm. And so, what is that big difference that you see having this awareness and this knowledge after after gaining this awareness and knowledge about everything is about your mindset? What do you see in your life the difference? What what was the very evident
Very
difference?
evident, I would say. In the past is like, if I have that opportunity, it's meant to be. That means, let the fate decide me. Um, yeah, if it's me, it's me. I won't voice up. I won't speak up. I won't say I want. Never raise my hand. It's like,
Mm,
if you can see me, you know that I want, then you give me. Even as a child, um, yeah. So I would never say what I want to my mom.
mm,
Yeah. So, but now I realize that I miss out a lot of opportunities, and now I'm learning to speak up,
mm,
to voice out,
mm,
even if just my feelings, or even if something that I want, whether the other party want to give me or not, that is up to that party. But at
mm,
least for my part, I voice out, I speak
mm,
up for
mm.
myself.
Right. So having that courage to actually speak up
Yeah,
and voice out your opinions, your thoughts, how you feel,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And that also translate to improve in relationship, I believe, the different relationships in your life because you have the courage to
yeah.
speak up now in
Yes,
comparison to the past.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
The most evident improvement in relationship would be in, is it personal relationship or is it work relationship?
I think both. In
Oh,
work wise, when the team see a leader
mm,
voice out, speak up, and sometimes they feel safe also. They feel safe. Um, they feel safe knowing that the leader see them or hear them. And
mm,
when I speak up and when I voice out, they also know that they are in good hands going to a certain direction. They know that there is a direction. And in
mm,
personal, of course, when I learn how to speak up, voice out, then the more of self care, and also allowing the other party, my spouse, to know me more. So
mm.
that from there we can improve our relationship.
Right. I think I can resonate with that because I also tend to, in the past, I also tend to suppress my my thoughts, my feelings. Just keep quiet. Just peace. Don't make, just stay low profile. Just don't make any noise. But that doesn't actually help in the relationship, in building relationship, right? Rather, it causes more misunderstanding.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, in the past I was saying do not want to create trouble for other people. So yeah, do not want to create that hassle for other people. But that is our beliefs, our thoughts. It doesn't really, what other things.
Yeah, and you are right also, because we keep quiet, we miss out on opportunities and we wait for people to notice us, but everybody is bothered by themselves, they everyone, I mean, most people care about what is happening in their life. They talk about what's happening in their life. So if we were to continue waiting for people to hear us or to take time to come and find out more about us, I think we can wait until the cows go home.
Exactly. And it's not efficient at all, to be
Yeah,
honest. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm very glad to hear that you have taken the courage, gain the confidence, and even the awareness, heighten your awareness that hey, this is the time that I should speak up. This is the time I should voice out my emotions, and having that confidence and the courage, and even to be vulnerable, because when we share, we are open to vulnerability, right? Yeah. So before we go to the next question, I think these are your friends, Christina. Hi,
My
Christina.
my sister, my
Oh, your
sister,
sister.
my elder
Hi.
sister, who has been learning piano together with me.
Wow. And Nisha, is Nisha your friend as well?
Yes.
Right. Good to see you all to come and support Teresa. Now, one more question. What was your attitude in developing, in investing, personal development before you came to know about it, and now? What was your perception and or attitude towards investing in personal development back then and now?
I think overall I'm quite open to
Mm,
personal development. I think it's good, be it through the coaching or through the community boot camp, all this. It does help to see the blind spot, and not only just identifying the area to improve, but it helps you to give you the framework guidelines to have that breakthrough.
mm,
So, and I think in the past, I think the only blockage that I have in the past is like I don't need I'm quite comfort, to stay in the comfort zone.
mm,
I'm okay to be invisible, to be not visible. I don't need
mm,
to be, show to rise up to whatever. So that's the only blockage that I have. But once you know and you are willing yourself to grow yourself, then I think once you have that awareness, I think be it reading books, or with the community, or going through the breakthrough boot camps, all this is it just help you to accelerate.
mm. Yeah, I think the reason I asked this question is also I notice, through past interaction, I mean, through interaction with different women, right? Some women are their attitude towards investing in themselves is nothing wrong with that, right? I'm just saying that where the focus is, uh, pampering themselves with lots of massage, or makeup sets, or dressing, wardrobes change our wardrobe, and all the different things that we buy for ourselves. Yeah, so that's one area how women can perceive, oh, I'm investing in myself. Yeah, with all the things, right? Nothing wrong with that. Again, I mentioned, because we need to have self care, we need to look good, we need to feel good, right? But is that only the things, in personal development? Yeah. And then, I mean, in investing yourself. And there are others who, oh, I love myself, I care for myself, I invest in myself by having sumptuous meals. So every time you go out with them or you talk to them, it's all about food. Yeah, you name it, they will know where to bring you for great food, and all that. So it's fantastic. But very few, it's only minority of people, especially women here we're talking about, that I come across that will talk about personal development, like really, getting to like what we are doing here, and therefore working on the mindset. Yeah. So there are women that I know. I don't know about you. Maybe you can share. Whether you have experienced that before. That women we know that I know, um, they may be performing very well. They may be having every material things that they need, but they're still not happy. They're still not happy, or tend to actually can be quite depressive. Yeah. Have you come across?
Mm, friends around me, I believe, usually the friends that I attracts, are people who are in the working class moms.
Mm,
Um, they might be very busy. They might be very willing to invest in the education, the
mm,
kids' education, all this.
yeah,
But
that
most of
too.
the time, they neglect themselves. They neglect that self care. They neglect that they also need to invest themselves. They have been giving a lot of their time to the
Mm,
family, to the kids, and all this. And yeah, they have been neglecting themselves. And
mm,
I believe personal growth is not only limited, when we are in school as a student, but growth is continue. When you stop growing, that means, it's almost the time that you say bye bye to this world. It's not the time that you leave the school that's where you stop growing. So I think that personal growth journey is very important to
mm.
everyone, to every woman.
Yeah, I like what you said, and reminded me of when I was a stay-at-home mom as well for 7 years. All I can think of, my priority is all about the kids. So everything that I invest in is diapers, milk powder, everything that's related to the children, and I don't really think about myself. I was very self-neglecting and self-forgetting even, right? So I remember there's one time I went out with my girl, and my girl was like, she saw the mother and daughter wearing the same dressing, like
Yeah,
twinning and all that. Then
yeah.
she was asking me, "Eh, Mom, last time do you, do that? Do we do that?" So I was like, wow, I don't. Everything is just about them. I never thought about myself. So that was like also an aha moment for me, one more reflection, that I got
Correct,
during that, that shopping. Yeah.
correct.
Mm. Well, okay, now that the boot camp is over and even the 3 month session is going to come to an end, right? We are coming to an end for the 3 months post boot camp support. What do you look forward to now moving forward?
I think I'm very much looking forward to know the growth journey is a continuous process. I'm very
Mm,
much looking forward to know where are the what are the next breakthrough that I could have for myself.
mm,
Yeah. So it's the investment of on my own is a continuous journey.
fantastic. Yeah, I like that lifelong learning mentality and mindset you have, right?
Yeah. So in job in workplace we have skill set trainings, all this, how to negotiate, how to work as a team, all these skill sets being provided. But then for ourselves, what is the where is our limit? So I'm
Mm,
always want to know where is my limit.
mm. For the boot camp, right? I mean, you have personally experienced it and the benefits of it and the results that you are actually gaining out from this. Who do you think should join the Transform with Courage Bootcamp?
I think every woman, to be
Mm,
honest, every woman, even if you think that it's not for me, but I'll tell you, you will see the difference after you join it, and the difference is, um, yeah, it is so significant that it's not just only limited to that 3 days during the boot camp. You feel that, and I see some of the um ladies who really changed, and it was really happy and to see that and knowing that how a person can change from this point to this point. So for me is one thing that always encouraged me. There is a quote that always encouraged me whether I should or should not, where
mm,
is the what is that something. I always tell myself we only have one life.
mm,
So if I knew that I feel, I wouldn't regret that. But
mm,
the one thing I might regret is not trying. So
mm,
not knowing, not even trying, not even give myself a chance and to go out and say try it and to know whether that change is possible or not, then
mm.
that might be a regret when I'm in 80 years old and say I should have do that, I should have done that, you know. So I think for every woman out there, even you feel that you are very good in you are very you contented, you are very contented in your life, you are staying, you know, you feel that there's nothing much, there's nothing lack, you know. But I always want to challenge you, why not more? So yeah, why not more? Why just stay here if you can go higher?
Mm. I, I mean, thanks for encouraging the audience out there. I mean, especially the ladies out there, right? Like Teresa said, whichever stage of your life you are in, be it struggling with something or very comfortable with where you are, or yearning and desiring for something more, I think this boot camp will meet your needs. Right, it met the needs of women at different stages of their lives. So we only have once a year the boot camp, and the next one is happening in April 2022. So the link is in the caption below. So click on the link to find out more about the boot camp. And having said that, besides that, Teresa, I know that you rise up, you have taken the courage actually to step out of your comfort zone and started conducting master classes, right? For your business.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. And I had this idea last year during the circuit breaker. I thought, what is the best to stay connected with customer and what is the value that I can provide to my customers. So I thought, through my expertise and knowledge, I can conduct a master class. But at that time, I feel like before joining the boot camp, I feel like I can't do it. I was like so I'm not good in front of camera. The stories that I've been telling myself, I have the knowledge, but I can't be the trainer. I'm not good all this. And I started step by step. I started very slowly. I did a Facebook Live to push myself out from comfort zone. And
Mm.
this year, finally, the birth of this masterclass. And so far, we already have signed up. So
Wow.
I'm very much excited and looking forward to it. So if you are in the import export business, B2B businesses where your business very much need to deal a lot with the letter of credit or with the customs, with the Incoterms, feel free to sign up for this masterclass. And I promise you, it's definitely worth the value. You will have no regret, and what you get will be a highly engaged training class.
Wow. This is a 1 day or 2 days masterclass?
It's a 2 days
Two
masterclass
days.
through Zoom, so you can join the masterclass comfortably at your own home. You know,
Mhm.
enjoying the coffee, eating your favorite food while participating on this masterclass.
Yeah. I think I'm very happy for you that and very proud of you to take step out of your comfort zone and to share your wealth of knowledge all these years, like you were saying, like what, 16 years of experience and knowledge in the steel industry, and finally stepping out of that comfort zone to actually share this wealth of knowledge to the people in the same industry. I think that is really, I really want to applaud you for that and for the courage of doing that. Right, seeing that you can actually do more and above and more than what you can imagine yourself doing.
Thank you, and I'm really, really excited and passionate on any woman that um who want to be a better version of themselves. And I'm really to share and connect with you, to share the stories with you.
Yeah,
We are not on the first day born that confidence. It is through a journey that collectively grew through our experiences, and from there we gain, and with the support from the community.
yeah. Talking about the community, we are having our monthly empowerment meeting next Tuesday. Right, it's next Tuesday already, right? Oh,
Yes,
time flies.
very
Coming to the
soon.
end of the month again. So yeah, we're click on the link here, womenofcourage.asia, to find out more. There are two speakers, two ladies that are sharing their story of courage. So you get a chance to actually share your story as well during the open mic segment. So do come and join us, and get to know us. And Teresa will be there as well.
Yeah, we'll
So
be
come and
there.
connect with her. All right. So thank you so much, Teresa, for setting aside your lunchtime to, share about yourself, share about your experience. So we will see you again next week. All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank